Crosstown, born like Saddam, but a bit human. Straps in every palm, need an octopus to get to him. Chopper with the drum, off his head, Takashi lips loose. Ghost possessed the bomb, I'm alarm, how this shit move. I died, came back and bought pressure. Your blow fell off, it lost self. Me back boss, a go-getter, and the transport gotta eat that cost, I know better. Elemental shit, I just float through the building. Gucci loafed up, got the hate on kill 'em. Pit pocket flow, so the hoes gon' fill 'em. When your blanket moving slow, it's like the panoramic animal.
Yo, it's your boy Rita Bomb back up in this thing, man. Listen. If you've been following the FBG Duck murder case, then you know my co-host, my dog, 1/3 of Triple Threat Friday, my girl Mickey Truth was removed from the Dirksen Federal Courthouse in Chicago last week when she attended the murder trial of 6 Chicago men alleged to have murdered rapper FBG Duck in the Gold Coast of Chicago. In a unique plot twist, the defense attorneys for the 6 Chicago men alleged to have murdered FBG Duck have filed a motion for mistrial due to the grounds that blogger Mickey Truth was removed from the courthouse, therefore violating the defendant's right to a public trial and also violating Ms. Truth's rights to view the trial, being that it was a public trial. Attorneys representing 6 men accused of killing rapper FBG Duck called for a mistrial Tuesday, alleging that a blogger was wrongfully removed from the courtroom after her erroneous reporting on the proceedings angered key government witness. While mainstream media outlets have largely ignored the federal murder and racketeering trial, the extraordinary events unfolding at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse have reportedly spilled into YouTube channels and rap blogs. In a motion filed on behalf of all the defense attorneys, lawyer Steve Greenberg said Aletta Mickey Truth Williams was pulled out of court last week after she falsely claimed that Rakeem FBG Butter Wilton had been paid to work for the feds. Wilton runs a YouTube channel with nearly 50,000 subscribers and was close friends with FBG Duck, real name Carlton Weekly. Duck was gunned down in the Gold Coast on August 4, 2020 amid a lengthy gang war. On trial are 6 members, associates of the O-Block faction of the Black Disciples: Marcus Smart, 24, Christopher Thomas, 24, Kenneth Robertson, 30, Charles Liggins, 32, Carlos Offer, 32, and Ralph Turbin, 34. Williams posted a video about Wilton's testimony on December 6th and incorrectly stated that he or his mother had received $2,700 in exchange for his testimony. That same day, as Wilton was still technically on the stand while the trial was in recess, he appeared on another YouTube channel and ranted about the mistake. Williams, who traveled from out of state to report on the trial, posted a correction on Thursday after being contacted by Wilton's mother, according to the filing. Upon her false claim, Wilton expressed great displeasure to his handlers and at one point sought to run out of the courtroom where he was being held. When he returned to the courthouse to testify, government agents told Williams that she was not able to remain in the courthouse while he was on the stand. The filing states that although Williams was offered the opportunity to watch from an overflow courtroom, she decided to leave Chicago when the agents told her the defendant were dangerous people and said she was now at risk. Prosecutors alleged that Williams had posted pictures and inaccurate personal information about Wilton's mother, a claim that was rejected in the mistrial motion. It alleged that Williams' exclusion from the courtroom violated her right to free speech and the defendant's right to a public trial. The law does not distinguish between traditional and new media, Greenberg, one of Robertson's attorneys, wrote in the filing. If reporters from the Tribune, Sun-Times, or the local news had been barred in the same manner as Ms. Williams, this court would recognize it as an outrageous violation of the defendant's rights to a public trial. This scenario is no less outrageous. During a conference Tuesday without the jury present, Assistant U.S. Attorney Jason Julian said his team would file a very short response later that week. Judge Martha Pacol rejected another push for mistrial last month when defense attorneys raised concerns over an FBI's testimony who was alleged witness retaliation. Okay, so let me tell y'all what's going on here. I was just reading that off the Chicago Sun-Times News. Okay, so what happened is the defendant's defense team noticed that they escorted Mickey out of the court courtroom and wouldn't allow her to be actually inside the courtroom due to they had a credible threat on her life. The credible threat on her life was cooperator number 3, FBG Butter. He was upset that Mickey was there, and he was telling the authorities that he was going to do something to her. He was saying that if he was in the same room with her, he was going to smack her in the face. So they deemed that as a credible threat to her safety, and they informed her, right? And they told her that she could not watch the trial from inside of the courtroom. And that was due to the way that FBG Butter, cooperator number 3, was behaving. So Mickey just took it as, let me just leave this situation because the police, federal authorities had already told her that this is a credible threat on her safety, which I understand. So she ended up leaving Chicago altogether, which I think was the right thing for her to do. But the defense team for the defendants saw this as an opportunity to use this as grounds for a mistrial because Mickey is supposed to be able to be allowed to be inside of that courtroom because it's a public hearing, it's a public trial. That's a violation of the defendant's rights to have a public trial, and it's also a violation of Mickey's rights to free speech. So this is the dilemma that we in. But also, some of this information that's inside the Chicago Sun-Times news article is false. Mickey Truth has came out on her platform, on her channel, and she done been very transparent as to what she knew about what she did and what she did not do. And if you subscribe to Mickey's channel, you would know that she has produced receipts. She has been very transparent from the day one when all of this stuff happened to letting the world know, even the authorities. She done let the authorities and everybody know her interactions with said individuals that surrounding this situation, what she did, what she didn't do. She's produced documentation. She's produced information as far as like from her channel, documenting her videos, what she said, what she didn't say, phone records, everything. She done been very forthcoming with the authorities, and for the Chicago Sun-Times News to post this inaccurate information, it's I don't know what's gonna happen from here. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this: it's definitely defamation. It's definitely defamation because these are not the facts. These are not the facts. I think they should have did their due diligence because Mickey is very transparent. If they would have just paid attention to her social media, they would have knew exactly what she did and what she didn't do, and would have not been so reckless in posting these falsities. But in all, the defense attorneys are doing what they are supposed to do, and that's get their clients off. And they're using this situation as a situation where they could possibly get a mistrial. And even if they don't get a mistrial, they want to say about these. They want to talk. They want to note these discrepancies in open court, so that these defendants get convicted. Then they will be able to bring these things up when they file for an appeal. And we all know if they can get convicted, they're gonna file for an appeal, because that's what happens. Anytime somebody goes down for murder, that's the automatic thing that happens next. They file for an appeal. I'm gonna say this, man. My dog Mickey is 100% innocent. Trust me, she only went to Chicago to cover the trial. She did not know that any of this stuff was going to happen. She even stated that she wouldn't have even went to the trial if she knew that this was going to happen, because she does not want to affect the trial negatively in any way. She just wanted to cover the trial just like any normal journalist would do. And I want to say this too. Maybe some people don't deem bloggers and YouTubers as the same as, regular mainstream journalists, but nonetheless, they take their credibility, they take their job very seriously. And it's the same. This woman drove across the country to sit into this trial to take her own notes. And the reason why that was is because this trial, cameras are not allowed in the trial. So in order for us to get the information as to what's going on inside of the courtroom, we will have to wait for third party individuals to make this information available, and who knows if this information was accurate. So Miss Truth, my friend Mickey, took time out of her life to drive across the country to sit in here. That shows how dedicated she is to her job and what she's doing. And she didn't have no ill intentions. It's just ballooned to this situation. So, I'm definitely rocking with my dog. I'm definitely rocking with Mickey Truth. Y'all already know. And I hope this situation doesn't cause a mistrial due to the victims and the family of the victims. Mama Duck Tashina Weekly, who also has been on our show Triple Threat Friday with me, Mickey Truth, and Music 101, and she comes and she lets us know how she feels, and she's a friend of the show, and we definitely want her to get justice for the murder of her son, and we no way, shape, or form want Mickey's involvement to possibly be a reason to these young men getting off and the family not getting justice. So if you like this video, man, comment to this video, man. This one here can kind of hit a little close to home. As y'all already know, man, like, share, comment to this video. Let me know how y'all feel. Do y'all think that Mickey's involvement could cause a mistrial? Or do you think that everything will proceed and the family gonna get justice? Like, share, comment to this video. Cheers.